Okay, let me. Hmm. Hi Anup.
Yes.
Uh, what is the difference between static data and non-static data?
Static data access for all, and non-statics only access in class, or if non-statics data created main, then it only access in our main function.
Okay, so if we have initialized any variable at the class level, at global level, and we have make that data as a static data, let's say static int. Let me create one class here. Yeah, see, so this num here, int num equal to 10. Okay, so let me create
Yeah.
one class, then class static data. I have enabled this one. So I have initialized static int num equal to 10. Okay,
Yeah.
so how can we access this num into this system.out.println statement? We want to, I want to print this num here. How can we do that?
Directly,
We need
if I
object.
print.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Anu. And then,
Hello.
yes, I'm able to hear you. So as you said, like we can access this static data directly, right? So
Yes.
if we'll write directly num here, we will be able to print this value, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is correct. Why it is correct? Because this is static data. Someone said like we have to create object for that, right? So we have two types of data. One is static, other one is non-static. If we have added this static keyword into any variable, that variable became then static data, right? So if we want to access non-static data, it means int val equal to 100. In this val variable, I have initialized it with 100. And what is their type? This one is non-static data. So I said already, to access non-static data, what you have to do? How can we access non-static data?
Create object.
Right. So we have to create object of this class, whatever class we have created, and inside that class we have initialized this variable, right? So to access static data, we can access that static data directly if it is in same class. Okay, and if in same class we have initialized non-static data, it means this int val. What is the data type of this val? Integer. And it is in which category? Non-static data category. So to access non-static data, what we have to do? We have to create object of this class first, then after that, by their reference, we can access this val. Okay, so what we have to do here? We have to create class of which one? This static data. So obj equal to new. So how can we create object of any class? Static, and then their object name equal to new. Always will create object with this new keyword. Okay, and static data. So here we have created object of this static data class. Now to access this val, what we have to do? We'll add one sysout statement here and we'll write this val, right? So it is giving error. So to access this val, we have created this object here, obj. What we'll do here now? Obj dot val. Okay, if we'll run this program, we'll get the output. Correct? So for static, So let me add some point here. Yeah, here. Let me add someone. Yeah. So to access non-static data, we have to create object and we will be able to access that data. And if we have static data, so we can access that static data directly. Okay, so I'm adding point for where is that? Yeah, here. Okay, star star to access static data in same class. What we have to do? We can access static data directly in same class. So if we have declared any variable with static reference, it means we can access that data directly in same class. Okay. Second question is to access non-static data in same class. Okay. So first I'm explaining for the same class. After that we'll see what we have to do if that variable is present in any different class. Okay, so right now we are seeing only for within same class concept. It means we have created this static data and we are declaring those variable within this class, within this line number 2 to line number 12. It means not like we can increase their scope, right? Right now we have added only these code here, so that's why I'm saying the scope of this static data class within line number 2 to line number 12. So after creating this class we have added this curly braces here. So where this curly braces ends, the scope of this static data up to that. Okay, so the meaning of this one, within same class, in same class is that. Okay, so any doubt on that? Scope of that class or data directly in same class? Clear?
Hello.
uh,
Hello.
yeah, no.
Please explain with float data type. One example.
Okay, float and double, right?
Yes, yes.
Sure, sure, sure. First let me complete these, like how we'll access non-static data in same class. So we can access non-static data with the help of object creation of that class. So when we'll create object of this class, we can access non-static data, right? And to access static data, we can access directly in same class. Okay. So Anup said I have to give example for the float one, right? So yesterday we have discussed like when we have to use float and when we have to use double. Okay. So I'm explaining again what is the difference in float and what is the what is the difference between float and double again. So as we have discussed already, wait, let me add someone. Yeah. So we have discussed already regarding float and double, right? So when we have to use float and when we have to use double. So let me add some point for that float and double. And okay, one box is for float, one box is for double. Okay, so this one is our float one, this one is our double one. Let me take one box here. Yeah. star mark. So if we are using float, okay, so this float will take how much of memory? 4 byte. Okay, either you are using 64-bit operating system, 32-bit operating system, either it is Linux or it is Mac OS or Windows OS, anything. If you are declaring this float variable, then there it occupy only 4 byte of space. Let me add someone. Yeah. Okay, so float will take 4 byte, but if we'll go to double, right? So double will take how much memory? Total 8 byte of memory. Yeah. Someone is saying something. Hello. Okay. So if you are using float, it will take 4 byte of memory. If you are using double, it will take 8 byte of memory. Okay, got it? And
Okay, okay.
when comes to like integer, long and byte and short, we have seen they have their limit, right? So for float and double, we have limit also. Okay, so if we are going to float, so limit is float limit is I think 3 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 308. No, it is for double. 10 to the power 38. 10 to the power 38. So this is the limit for float one, minus this one to plus. Okay, I'm not writing that minus and plus, I'm just writing 3 to the power 10 to the power 38. So just assume this is nothing, this is minus 3 into minus 2 plus. Okay, and if we'll go to double one, we can store like double limit is 4 point something, I think 4.9 into 10 to the power 308. Yeah, 308. So this is the limit for double and this is the limit for float. So you can like if you want to, oh, what happened here? Let me, yeah. So if you want to store approx, you can say 6 to 7 digit, 6 to 7 decimal digit, 6 to 7 decimal digit. Then you have to use this float one. And if you want to store approx, you can say 15 to 16 decimal places, up to 16 to 17, 15 to 16 decimal places, you have to use this double one. So according to your like your need, you either you can use this double one, either you can use this float one. So these are the differences. Okay, now you got you like your float and double concept, the difference between float and double clear for you?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay. So yesterday we have discussed one topic there, and you have like I said, like I will discuss it later after this primitive data type concept. There is one concept, typecasting. So I'm explaining in one or two lines. So typecasting is nothing. We are converting like it by that by this word type and casting. It's explaining like we are casting any value into different like how we can say. Yeah, let me give one example here. Let's say you have, yeah, not this one. Let me pick another one. Okay. So for example, this one is one bucket, okay? This one is one bucket, okay? We have one more bucket. Let me add someone, yeah. We have one more bucket. uh, okay, so we have total 2 bucket here. Okay, so this contain 2 liter of water. 2 liter, just understand this is 2 liter water, and this one is empty. Okay, so what is typecasting? So you have stored this 2 liter water into this bucket. Okay, if you want to store this 2 liter into this empty bucket, their size approx this one is 5 liter. Okay, so just assume this 2 liter is nothing. This 2 liter is your integer variable, integer data type, and this 5 liter is nothing. This one is long data type. So you are doing what? You are converting this int into long one. So this bucket is it contain total 5 liter of water, and this integer data type contain only 2 liters of water. So if you want to store that 2 liter into 5 liter, you can do that, right? Because it contain total 5 liter of space. You are adding only 2 liter, so 3 liter empty in this bucket, right? 3 liter empty in this bucket. Okay, so you can typecast integer into long, because integer is small one, long is big one. Long contains more memory, integer contains less memory. So we are typecasting that variable, that variable into different one. It means if we have declared int num equal to 10, okay, and we have one long variable, long val, that's it. So if we want to store this int into long, we can do that, right? We can do that, correct? Int contain only 2 liters of water. Long can store up to 5 liter of water. So we can store this int into long one, correct? Hello.
Yes, yes.
So typecasting, that typecasting is nothing. It is that same. So we are converting that small one into big one. Okay, so you cannot store like big one into small one. We have 5 liters of water, right? And you want to store this 5 liter into 2 liter of bucket. It is possible?
No.
It is not possible, right? So this is typecasting. So after, when we'll finish this primitive data type concept and non-primitive data type concept, we'll see depth, like what is this typecasting for each variable. Like we have double, we have float, we have integer, we have long, we have short, we have byte. For each data type, we'll see how typecasting works. So now it is clear, like what is this typecasting
Yes.
for all, not only for Anup. I'm asking to all of you. Any doubt, you can ask. Okay, I will take it as no. Now we'll move. Let me save this one. I will share it with you later. Uh, Save. So this one is eighth one. We close this one. So where we are earlier. So how can we access static data in same class? So we can access static data directly in same class. To access non-static data in same class, what we have to do? We can access non-static data with the help of object creation of that class. So we have seen their example also. So we have declared one static data, we have declared one non-static data, right? So this one is for this one is for which one? Line number 11 is for which one? Static reference or for non-static reference?
Non-static.
Yeah, because we have created this class object, and with the help of this object we have access this val value. What is the value of this val? 100, that we have printed here. Okay, and next we have this static data num equal to 10. So in same class we can access static data directly. Okay, now we'll see how can we access static and non-static data if that data is present in different class, right? So for same class it is cleared how can we access static data and how can we access non-static data. Or I will explain again if you have any doubt. Okay, we'll take it as no, then I'll move to next topic. So next topic is what? Static, sorry, static and non-static in uh, other class. A double C E double S. Okay. So let me create one class here. So class, let's say example. Okay. So we have created one class here, class example. Okay. Then I have added one value here, int sum equal to 10. Okay. And then static int a, sorry, okay, this one is a, this one is b, simple, b equal to 100. Okay, so this class a variable and class b variable present in different class. So how can we access these two variable in this static data or in this main method? How can we do that? So if it is in this same class, we have two options. If it is static, we can access the data directly. If it is non-static, we have to create object for that. So I have one question here. Can we access this num value via object creation? Yes or no?
Yes, we can access where we want to access.
I want to access this static num data via object creation. It is possible or it is not possible?
Yes, it is possible. But calling the class, because a static data we can't make the object directly. We have it will call directly when we are calling the class.
Yeah, it is correct. But to access static data, we have two options. Either we can access that data directly, or by object creation, we can also access that data. So just I want to know like if that part is cleared or not. So that's why I've asked that question. Okay. So now we'll move to this one. So how can we access this integer non-static data? Non-static data and this one static data in different class. In different class. Okay. So we have to, like, if we want to access this static data in other class, what we have to do? So let me add one statement here. I'm adding one message here. Data in other class. I'm adding that statement here. Data in same class. Okay. So how to access non-static or static data from different class? So if we want to access this static data in this static data class, right? What we have to do? We'll simply write class name dot that variable name. Okay. So this b, what is the data type of this b? Integer, and the reference is static. So to access static data, what we have to do? We have to write class name dot variable name. I'm explaining again. To access static data from another class, that b variable is has static reference, right, and it is in different class in this example class. If you want to access this static b data in this main method, what you have to do? You have to write your class name where you have declared that variable dot your variable name. Okay, and to access this non-static data, what you have to do, you have to create object of that example class. Okay, so via object creation, what is the issue?
New keyword.
Wait, correct, sorry, I missed that one. So we have created object of this example class, and if you want to access that non-static data, so ex dot a. So ex is what? Ex is our object. So this one is just name. You can add any name for any variable or any object. Any ABCD. You can write ABCD here also. ABCD. It's not like I have written here obj, so you have to always use this obj. This one is nothing. This one is the just object name of which class? This static data class. Okay, so I have written this example class object name as a abcd. Then I have written here abcd dot a object dot a, because we want to access this a non-static data, right? We have declared this a and we have initialized it with 10. What is the data type of this one? Integer, and the reference is non-static, because we haven't added any static keyword into this variable. That means the data type is non-static. And to access non-static data, first we have to create object of this class, and by that object we can access that non-static data. Okay, let me run this program. If you see here, earlier they have printed data in same class, and later we have printed this one later data in different class. Let me change the value of this one. 234. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, let me save this one. Now we'll see. So data in another class 76575 we have added in this static reference. So we have accessed this static data with the help of class name. Okay, class name dot variable name. And for access non-static data, first we have created object of this class, then we have accessed this a. So for a static, we can access directly with the help of class name, right? We have accessed this data directly with the help of class name. To access non-static with the help of that class object creation. Okay. Now you have any doubt? If you want to access your data in same class or from another class, any doubt on that? How can you access static data in same class or in different class for non-static and static both? Any doubt? Please ask. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So let me add that notes here. The color will be black. Let me add the text box here. Okay. So to access static data from another class, what we have to do? We can access static data directly with the help of class name. Got it? Now second one, to access non-static data from another class. What we have to do? We have to create object of that class. Okay. So for non-static data, either it is in same class or it is in different class. To access that data, it is same concept. You have to do what? You have to create object of that class. Either it is in same class or it is in different class. Okay, it is clear.
Yes, yes.
To access non-static data, either it is in same class or different class, just you have to create object of that class. Okay, why it goes to the next line? Yeah, now it is fine. So any doubt? How can we access static or non-static data from anywhere? Either it is in same class or it is in different class. Any doubt? You can ask.
No, sir.
Okay. So now we'll move to, so our primitive data type is done. How can we access static data? How can we access non-static data, right? So now we'll see another example also. So let me save this one. Now I will create one more class here. So if you see here, I'm creating this class, right? I'm writing some class name. So there is some rule. So if you are creating any class, so we are giving here class name, right? So there is some rule for this one. You have to use camel case. Camel case is what? If you are writing any word, their first letter always will be capital letter. Okay, and in same word, if you are adding any another word, let's say I'm adding here data, so again that data D character will be capital letter. Okay, so there is some rule for this one. Always you have to use that same. If I will give small here, it will not give any error, but you have to follow some rules and regulations. For if you're writing any program, right, you have to use that rules and regulation that they have defined, right? So always remember, you have to use camel case. If you are creating any class, just follow that camel case. Okay, so static data 1. Okay, this class name is fine, but if you have added 1 in prefix, it will give error because type name is not valid. The type name 1 static data 1 is not a valid identifier, so you cannot add any symbol like any number or any symbol before this static data. Okay, let's say like I have added here this, and what is it saying? The type name is not valid identifier. Okay, now I have added here underscore. So underscore is fine, you can add underscore over there, but you don't have to add any symbol like star or and or percentage like that. Okay, so always remember, you have to start that class name with camel casing with capital letter. Okay, like now you can add one here, like like here you have already defined that name with camel casing. After that you can add this one. Okay, it is fine. So any doubt in this one, like why we'll follow this camel casing in Java? Okay, I will take it as no. Let me create this one. Okay, so see here, this one is auto generated comment, so I want to delete this one. So in Eclipse you have one shortcut, just press Ctrl and D, it will delete that line. Okay, now for static one, let me add some code here, or I'm giving one more example for this one. Okay, so let me open that paint here. Sorry, not this one, this one. Static data. Just wait. Yeah, okay. So static data, let me create some. Okay. So there is one company ABC, okay, and they want to give some reward to their employee, right? They want to give 20% bonus, right? To their to all employee, right? So why this static concept came? Okay, so ABC1 is one company. They want to give this 20% bonus to their all employee. For example, if they have 10,000 employee, they will give 20% to each employee. Okay, so if they want to give that 20% bonus to each employee, they will do what? They will create one variable int. Let's say give that variable name as a bonus equal to 20%. Okay, and we'll make this variable as a, oh sorry, yeah. So what they will do, they will make that variable as a static variable. Why? Because they want to give this bonus to their all employee. Why static? Because we know already static means what static means? Common for all. Okay, because they want to give that 20% bonus to each employee. That is the meaning of that static. Okay, so that's why we'll make this variable as a static. In same way, when we are writing any program, okay, if we are writing this sta in, oh sorry, static int a equal to 100, it means we have declared this 100 as a static. So in this whole class, that a value is common for all. So for example, let me change this. Where is refractor here? Let me rename this. So A, B, C. I have renamed this class name as a ABC. ABC is what? ABC is a one company. Let me change their variable name also, and bonus equal to 20%. So we have initialized this variable as with 20. Okay, let me add one sysout statement, and I have added this sysout statement here. Here I am adding employee discount. Okay, what is the employee discount? So plus bonus. Oh sorry, variable bonus. Yeah, now it is correct. So I have added this bonus in this sysout statement. Okay, let me run this program. What will get here? Employee discount is 20. Okay, so if I'll back here, so they want to give this 20% discount to their all employees, all employee. That's why we have created this variable as a static variable. So just I want to make sure you have clear about idea about this static one. So static means common for all. And if you want to make for example, this company wants to give that bonus only to some particular employee. Let's say they have this 10,000 people, right? And they want to give that bonus to only 100 people. They will do what? They will create non-static data for that. Int bonus, for example, let's say bonus 2 equal to 100. So they will create this bonus one for which employee? Only for this 100 people. So they will allow this bonus for, let's say they want to give this 50% bonus, 50% bonus to 100 people. So they will create this non-static data. Why? Because they want to give this discount or bonus only to this 100 people. It means this one is not common for all. This one is only for this 100 people. Got the point? If we have any common value, if you want to use any common value for all within all class, that class we have created. So that's why I have given this company example. ABC is one company. You want to give that discount or bonus to their all employee. That time you have to use this static concept. And if you want to give this 100, if you want to give that bonus to only 100 people, you will do what? You will create this non-static data, because that bonus is only applicable for these 100 people, not to all. So that's why it is not common for all. Okay, so now you have cleared like when you have to use static one and when you have to use non-static one. Earlier we have already seen like how to access a static or non-static data, but this is the question where I have added where like why will use static or non-static, why static and non-static. Okay, now it is clear. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me save this one. So this one is ninth one. Let me close this one. Okay, so here we have already added static and non-static, right? So for class level, we have seen the static and non-static. For local level, we have already seen that, right? We can, if we have declared any variable in any method locally, we cannot access that variable outside of that method, right? Let me show you again. I think I haven't shown you the program for that local variable. Let me delete this one. Okay, this one is ABC. Let me make save. I will create one more class here. So go to class, local, level variable. Okay. So if we are declaring any method after this class, means within this class. So that one is global variable, right? Global one. Because if we'll declare any method like int num equal to 100, right? That one is global. Okay. So in variable, we have seen class level variable. Okay. We have seen local variable BLE, and there is one more variable, that is instance variable. What is this instance variable? Anyone can explain? If you have any idea, you can explain. What is this instance variable? Hello. If you don't know, just say I don't know. I will explain that topic. Hello.
No, sir.
Okay. So let me show you what is this look what is this instance variable. So I will show you, like we have already seen what is this class level variable. If we are declaring any variable in class level, that one is class level variable. Just after this class we are declaring those variable. Okay, then we'll go for this local one. For example, I have created one method here. Okay, now we haven't seen what is method or on, so just see, like for example, just I'm adding that code here. So one, like later we'll see what is method. We have their different types. So as of now, just for this local variable concept, I'm adding one or two method in this class. Okay, so I'm adding this void method one. Okay, this one is, this void is nothing, this one is their return type. So this method one will return nothing because we have added their return type as a void. If we'll add here int, it means what, this method one will return some integer value. So just don't confuse, later we'll see in depth this one, like what is this method, what is this void. Okay, so when we'll discuss this method topic na method or so we'll see like what all these. So I have created this method here, their return type is void, this one is nothing, this one is their method name. So here I have declared int a equal to 100. Okay, and here I'm printing this one. So I'm adding message here, local variable, and after that I'm adding that a. Okay, just wait, just wait. I will back in 10 to 15 seconds. Yeah, sorry. So we have created this method one here, right? And inside this method, I have created one variable a. Okay. So now tell me, what is the scope of this integer num variable? The scope of this integer num variable within, like up to what? In this whole class. You can access this num variable in this whole class. Okay, but the scope of this a only within this method one up to line number 8 to line number 11. That's it. So that one is nothing, that one is your local variable. Got it? So let me add that static one also. So static int b equal to 8756. Okay, so this one is static, non-static. Okay, so this one is static class level variable, this one is nothing, non-static class level variable. Okay, and this one is our local variable. Now we'll see what is this instance variable. Instance variable is nothing when you are creating object of any class, right? So to access this num, what you have to do, you have to create object first for this local, this class, whatever class you have given here, right? So here I have created this object of this class equal to new and this one. Okay, I have created this object of this class. Okay, let me print that obj dot num. This one is our non-static data. Okay, let me add some message here, non-static data. Okay, this one is our non-static data. We have one more. We have static data also. Static data, and then we'll add this b here. Okay. Now, what is this instance variable? So see here, when I have created object of this class, this is nothing. This is your instance. This obj, when we have created object of this class, we have created what? We have created instance of this class. You can say instance or you can say object, both is same. Okay, so after creating this class instance, you can access this num variable. Okay, so if after creating any object, if you are accessing any variable, that variable is nothing, that one is your instance variable. Okay, so global variable, we have two types of variable. One is class level variable, another one is instance variable. If you have non-static data and you are trying to access that data in this main method, you are doing what? You are creating object of this class. So when you are creating object of this class, it is nothing, it is just instance of this class, or you can say object of this class. So after creating that object, you can access this non-static data. It is nothing, it is your instance variable. So this one is class level variable also, this one is instance variable. So class level variable, we have two types of variable. Okay, so class level we have two types of variable. One is instance variable, other one is static variable. If our variable, sorry, static variable, variable, okay. So in class level we can declare instance variable also, we can declare static variable also, but we cannot declare this local variable at class level, because for local variable their scope only within that method where you have declared that local variable, their scope only within this one, line number 10 to line number 13. Okay, so any doubt in these four? Class level, instance variable, static variable, or local variable? Now you have, now it is clear, like what is this instance one, what is this local one. So let me call this method also. So this method is what? This method type is non-static. Non-static, why? Because we haven't added any static keyword into this method. So the way we have, the way I have described for variable, how to access static variable, how to access non-static variable for method, it is same. So how to access non-static variable? By creating that class object, right? So in same way, if you want to access this non-static method, what you have to do? You have to create object. So we have already created our object of this class. Now we'll do what? We'll directly call this our method. So obj dot method one. If we'll run this program, if you see here, we'll get the output. What output? The message we have added to that method one. So see here, local variable, and that variable value 100. Okay. So any doubt for this local variable? Hello.
No.
Hello.
No,
Okay.
sir.
So I'm adding some point for class level, instance, and local. For static, I have already described. Let me add some message here. over here we have some space. Okay, so class level, let me add that star class level variable. We have two category. Let me expand this one. Yeah. So class level variable we have two category. One is first one is which one? Static variable. Second one is instance variable. Okay. This is fine now. And then we have, oh, why it is going, yeah. Then we have, so that instance variable is nothing non static data. Okay. And now local variable. So red, uh, red, red, yes. Let me make this one also as a red. Oh, yeah, black it is fine. So class level variable, local variable, static variable, instance variable. Instance variable is nothing. This one is non-static data. That's it. So any doubt in this topic now? What is class level? What is any doubt in variable or in data type? How to access static data? How to access non-static data? How to access static or non-static within same class from different class? How to create object of any class? Any doubt on these topics? Whatever we have discussed yesterday and today.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me, Anup.
Hello.
Yes, yes, I'm able to hear you.
Yes. If I not create a non-static data object, then it is possible to say that it is instant variable.
No, if you haven't declared any non-static data, so if you are creating any object, you don't have any static non-static data, right? You have only instance of that class, but you haven't declared any variable, so it is incorrect. So if you have any variable that you have declared, that is non-static one, because for access non-static we are creating instance of that class or object of that class. If you didn't have any value, if you didn't have any variable, which variable you want to access? Your object, like you have just let, for example, we have just created object. Let me create one. Let me for ABC. Here I have just added this message here, and here we have just created object of this ABC. ABC equal to new ABC. Okay, so here we have created instance of this class, but there is no non-static data that we are trying to access. So how we can say we have instance variable? If we have any data, like if we have any instance variable, then we can say this one is instance variable. If we didn't have any value, if we didn't have any variable in our class, we can't say this one is instance variable. This one is instance of that class, but there is no instance variable in this class, in this ABC class. Got it? Yeah. So any doubt up to this? Any other person? So whatever we have discussed till now, you have to practice all those program. Tomorrow I will check. Okay, like for different variables, how to access static data, how to access non-static data, what is this hello world, no sorry, what is this local level variable. So tomorrow I will check. I will let tomorrow I will ping in the group like what is the timing of that class. I will increase some class time, I will ping in the group. So you all have to practice these programs for all variables, all data type, static, non-static, global variable, class level variable, instance variable, everything. Okay. So if you will not practice these programs, you will forget all those concepts. So daily you have to practice whatever I am describing, whatever I am explaining. Day by day you have to practice that same. Okay. Any doubt? Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for joining. We'll meet tomorrow. Yeah. Bye.
Okay, thank you.